What if I told you that for 30 days, I mixed ancient rituals with modern science to build the perfect morning routine? I started this whole thing feeling drained, anxious, and like I was living someone else's life. What I found was a simple, powerful blueprint that didn't just give me more energy. It completely changed how I experience life. And today, I'm giving you that exact blueprint. My life before this experiment probably sounds pretty familiar. The alarm goes off, and what's the first thing I do? I grab my phone. I'd scroll through a storm of emails, notifications, and bad news, feeling my anxiety rise before my feet even touched the floor. I felt like I was already behind, and the day hadn't even started. My mornings were a frantic, reactive mess, and that chaos just spilled over into the rest of my day. I was a passenger in my own life, just reacting to whatever the world threw at me, feeling totally out of control. I was sick of it. I was tired of wasting the most important part of my day. So I went on a 30-day mission. The goal? Build a morning routine that was about purpose, not just productivity. I dug into everything from the Stoics to Ayurvedic traditions and paired every single idea with what modern neuroscience says actually works. The result is this 5-step blueprint. This isn't about becoming a superhuman. It's about being intentional. It's about winning your morning so you can win your day and ultimately take back your life. Let's get into it. The first step is the simplest, and it's basically as old as we are: water and light. Before you even think about your phone, before you think about coffee, you need to hydrate. You've just gone 7 or 8 hours without water. Your body and brain are begging for it. I started every single day by drinking at least 16 ounces of water, sometimes with a pinch of sea salt. This isn't just some wellness trend. It's a biological need. Rehydrating first thing kickstarts your metabolism, helps your body with its natural cleanup processes, and immediately improves your thinking. Think of it as turning on the power for your entire system. Right after that, I did the second part of this primal wake-up. I got outside for at least 10 minutes of natural sunlight. Neuroscientists like Andrew Huberman have shown that getting sunlight in your eyes within the first hour of waking is one of the most powerful things you can do for your well-being. It tells your brain to stop producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and triggers a healthy release of cortisol to get you going. This one habit sets your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, which not only gives you more energy during the day, but also seriously improves your sleep at night. So many ancient cultures worship the sun, and it's easy to see why. It's the planet's energy source, and it's yours too. This isn't just about waking up. It's about telling every cell in your body that it's time to be alert and alive. Okay, so my body was awake, but now I had to deal with my mind. For years, my default setting was to wake up and immediately start worrying about my problems, my to-do list, all the stress of the day. So I swapped that habit with a 2,000-year-old practice from the Stoic philosophers, a little negative visualization, followed by a lot of gratitude. I know it sounds weird, but stick with me. For just 1 minute, I'd think about what might go wrong during the day, not to spiral into anxiety, but to do the exact opposite. I'd imagine a project failing or a tough conversation going sideways. By looking at it head-on for a moment, I realized it lost its power. The Stoics did this to build resilience and see that even the worst-case scenarios are usually manageable. But here's where the magic happens. After that 1 minute, I'd immediately pivot and spend the next 5 minutes on gratitude. I'd write down 3 specific things I was thankful for. It could be as small as the feeling of my warm bed or the taste of that first glass of water. Modern science shows this is an incredible combination. The visualization helps vaccinate you against stress, while the gratitude practice gives your brain a nice boost of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. Studies show that a consistent gratitude habit can literally rewire your brain to be more positive and resilient. This ritual completely flipped the script for me. I went from starting my day in an anxiety deficit to starting with a surplus of gratitude and strength. I was building a mental shield for the day, and it felt unbreakable. With my mind in the right place, it was time to activate my body. We tend to treat exercise like a punishment, a chore we have to get through. But for centuries, in traditions like yoga and Tai Chi, movement was seen as a way to honor the body and connect with the present moment. I stopped calling it a workout and started calling it my activation ritual. I didn't set some insane goal. The rule was simple: 15 minutes of intentional movement. That's it. Some days that was a brisk walk outside so I could get my sunlight at the same time. Other days it was a simple yoga flow or just stretching in my living room. The science here is crystal clear. Even a short burst of morning exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, improves your mood, and fires up your system with endorphins. It tells your body that it's time to perform. All that stiffness from sleep just melts away and gets replaced by this feeling of fluid energy. This isn't about burning calories, it's about generating energy. By framing it as a ritual of respect for my body instead of a grueling workout, my resistance just disappeared. It became something I actually looked forward to, a non-negotiable act of self-care that paid me back with focus and energy for the rest of the day. We're about to get into the final 2 steps, and they might just be the most powerful ones for setting the entire direction of your day. But before we do, I have to ask, are you starting to see how this all clicks together? Which one of these rituals is standing out to you the most? Drop it in the comments below. Just saying it out loud is a powerful first move. Now for the step that truly changed everything for me. In our loud, always-on world, the most radical practice you can adopt is silence. For 10 minutes, I would just sit in silence. No phone, no music, no distractions. Some days, this was a mindfulness meditation where I'd just focus on my breath. Other days, I would just sit there and let my thoughts come and go without judging them, a practice loved by thinkers from the Stoics to modern sages. Neuroscience has proven what ancient traditions have known for millennia. Mindfulness is like a workout for the part of your brain in charge of focus and staying calm. It quiets down the amygdala, your brain's little alarm system, and creates this state of focused, calm awareness. It was in this silence that I did the most important thing all morning. I set my single intention for the day. Our brains only have a limited supply of high-quality focus. Instead of scattering my energy across a dozen tasks, I'd ask myself one question. What is the one thing that, if I get it done today, will make this day a win? I'd write that one thing down. That became my North Star. This practice of defining my priority before the world could throw its priorities at me was the ultimate power move. I stopped being a firefighter, constantly putting out fires, and became the architect of my own day. The final step is to fuel your body and brain for the mission ahead. But again, this isn't about just grabbing whatever's fastest. It's about being mindful and deliberate. And it all starts with delaying your caffeine. I know, this is the tough one. I used to make a beeline for the coffee pot like my life depended on it. But research from experts like Andrew Huberman shows that waiting 90 to 120 minutes after you wake up to have your coffee allows your body's natural energy cycle to do its thing, which prevents that awful afternoon crash. When you finally do have that coffee, it works so much better. During that caffeine-free window, about an hour or so after waking up, I'd have a balanced breakfast, not a sugary cereal that would spike my blood sugar and leave me crashing an hour later. I'm talking about a meal rich in protein and healthy fats, like eggs with avocado or oatmeal with nuts and berries. This gives you a slow, steady release of energy that keeps you focused and prevents brain fog. Treating my first meal as a deliberate act of nourishment instead of something to be rushed was the final piece of the puzzle. It ensured that all the calm, focused energy I had built all morning would last for hours. After 30 days of following this blueprint, my life was unrecognizable. I wasn't a slave to my mornings anymore. I was the master of my day. The low-level anxiety that used to be my constant companion was gone, replaced by a quiet confidence. I was sleeping deeper than ever and was actually waking up before my alarm, feeling rested and ready to go. My focus was sharper. My energy was stable all day long, and I had this incredible sense of purpose that started the moment I opened my eyes. I wasn't just getting more done. I was getting the right things done. I had completely changed my life by taking control of the first 2 hours of my day. This blueprint isn't about becoming a productivity machine. It's about reclaiming your life, one morning at a time. It's a declaration that you will start your day on your terms. The energy, the focus, the peace, it's all right there waiting for you. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video. Try this for just 7 days. That's it. 7 mornings. Pick 1 or 2 rituals or go all in. See for yourself how it feels to start your day with intention instead of anxiety. If you're ready to stop drifting and start living a life of purpose, hit that subscribe button and let's do this together. Your new life starts tomorrow morning.